So speaking about an open relationship, which is polyamory. Now, how in the world does trust actually work, or does it work in a polyamorous relationship?
Trust is of the utmost importance. I don't think you can have a polyamorous relationship or an unconventional relationship of sorts without trust. Just like you would in a monogamous relationship or any relationship, a friendship. If you can't trust somebody, how are you going to be able to be intimately involved with them, whether that's sexually or not? So yeah, it's absolutely important. And really it comes from communication. You have to communicate almost everything that's coming up, everything that you would normally communicate probably in a monogamous relationship or a monogamous container. So the trust comes from knowing that your partner is willing to do the work, willing to have those uncomfortable conversations and show up for you in the betterment of the relationship as a whole. Now, that doesn't mean that it's easy. It doesn't mean that, it's all rainbows and butterflies all the time. Polyamory is hard as hell. But it can be really beautiful when two people show up in that place of like, okay, I know that this is going to bring up all of my insecurities and my traumas and any shadows that I haven't looked at, but I'm ready for it. And if you want to do this with me, then let's go.
I have so many questions just with open relationships and all that sort of stuff. Do you still recommend it for people today?
I do. Yeah. I am, I'm no longer with Aubrey and I'm not in an open relationship right now. And I'm actually interested in moving into a monogamous container at some point. But I do absolutely believe that polyamory and unconventional relationships really do work and really can work. It's about understanding that it is challenging. It's going to be hard, but I really think that whoever's in the relationship, they get to decide whatever relationship that they want, as long as they're both choosing it 100%. However that relationship plays out to full commune polyamory, you have multiple partners and kids and everyone's helping raising each other that way, to, staunch monogamy. And then every single, gray area and infinite possibility in between the two polarities is I'm in full supportive and will always be in full supportive. I just want people to be happy in whatever relationship they decide.
How does, for those people that don't actually know, how does polyamory actually work?
Well, see, that's a tricky question. There isn't one way that it works. Right? So I can't give you a prescriptive way of this is how polyamory works and this is what it looks like, because polyamory can be played out in a million different ways, just like monogamy can be played out in a million different ways. A couple can say that they're monogamous, yet they've had a threesome before. So does that mean they're actually monogamous or not? Yeah. So it's really personalized to the people who are in the relationship. Usually what polyamory is you have multiple partners, more than one love. And so you are constantly talking about what's coming up. A lot of people have schedules when you can see someone or other nights where you're with your primary partner. Sometimes you have a primary partner who's, right there with you. And then you have your other secondary relationships. Or sometimes you don't. Sometimes there's absolutely no hierarchy. Everyone is on the same level, gets the same amount of time and space and energy as well. So really you get to paint the picture of what it looks like. But it's a ride. It's a big journey. And the thing that I always say about it, the number one thing that was the coolest part for me was the fact that it taught me so much about myself. It taught me why I get jealous, where my jealousies come from, why I cheated in the past. It really brought that up to the surface. And it just shows you how you act, like why you do the things that you do, because you have to. There's no other way. You have to overanalyze basically everything.